Congratulations! Your degree in customer service has rewarded you with a remote job at Valdivian, one of the foremost mega-corporations of our times. Though your house may be large, it is empty, and its halls long for visitors. The sticky notes on your bulletin board remind you of your ultimate aims, but for now, it's time to get to work.
Dateviators! Happy Tuesday from your favorite Chief Executive Officer, David Most. As you know, every day here at Valdivian is a reason to celebrate, as stipulated in your employment contract. Today, however, is extra monumental, as it's the first official day of our new hire. Please join me in giving her a warm welcome to our team. Out of the 30-ish job applications we didn't immediately burn, yours had the least spelling errors. You're joining us at a very exciting time, and we're all rooting for your success. As it lovingly says on the plaque above our daycare center, Valdivian, our business is family. We're so excited to have you joining ours. Coincidentally, the daycare center has been shuttered indefinitely due to the recent economic downturn. We thank our Director of Child Care Coordination, Irene Thomas, for her inspiring work.
Hi there. You come highly recommended. I've heard great things about your can-do attitude. Oh, you are so welcome. I'm Tom, your manager. But you might find it easier to think of me as a leadership principal guidance associate. I'm not from your town myself, but I have heard great nice things about that specific locale. Seems like you are a customer success strategist. That's wonderful. You should be proud. Customers deserve success, and in a strategic way. What could be better? Okay, champ. I'll let you get to it.
Hey, you there? Oh God, don't start. I know you must be bored.
Just keep that customer service robot voice on at all times, and no matter how mad you get, never give it back to them. And remember, I might have set you up for this job, but you got it because you deserve it. You literally have a degree in customer service. That's right! Oh geez, here comes my manager. I gotta get back to work. Good luck, okay? You got this.
You have new tasks.
I have a broken sewing machine. Oh, I don't know. It stopped sewing a couple of years ago. Can I get a refund, though?
Hello, I purchased this book, and I'm extremely angry about it. Is there a manager I can speak to? Damn right you're sorry. Sorry looking. This book purports to give you the secret to success in 8 easy methods. Mr. Cobram is a liar and a fraud. I've tried all his methods, and I have not succeeded. How dare he peddle a book of such ill repute? I need to lodge a formal complaint with Mr. Cobram and his ilk! You can do that? Gracious!
I ordered this couch, but it popped in on my kitchen is all white and covered with wet stuff. Okay. Sure. I blew it up and sat on it, and then it popped. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the best place for watching TV while fixing my knife. Why don't they ever tell you this? Okay, bye.
I am a science teacher, Pronto Palace High School, go Harridans, and I ordered this as part of a series in which I give students an element to take care of to learn how to be a good parent. This is not cobalt. It did not respond to normal cobalt stimuli. Well, normal cobalt is ferromagnetic. This is paramagnetic. Yes, of course. I have my credentials and have tested top 50% in the country. Meeting? Ah.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel, and I have counted precisely 480 paper clips in this box. I would like a refund promptly. Thank you. Yes, every single one. You are the one who is wild to continue this line of inquiry. Your company is the one who is wild to continue blatantly selling incorrectly labeled goods. Refund. What? No. I want a refund. Thank you for noticing. Have a happy day to you and your soul.
Dateviators! Salutations from the chatbot that has replaced your CEO, David Most. Just kidding. CEO is an extremely important position, and there is no way a computer could ever replicate the ingenuity, expertise, and warmth I utilize daily to bring leadership to our team and value to our shareholders. Humanity is absolutely integral to the transformative work we do here at Valdivian, and I will defend the essential importance of human contributions in every single aspect of this company. Excluding, of course, the following departments: sales, marketing, finance, legal, operations, public relations, communications, product, research and development, customer service, facilities, janitorial, and, of course, human resources. If your department has been affected, however, do not fear. Your new Val 9000 AI assistant isn't here to replace you. It's merely a useful tool to help you determine if your job is obsolete. Speaking of, please join me in bidding a fond Valdivian farewell to Glenn Bernard and the amazing artificial intelligence team that built the Val 9000. While the Val 9000 has unfortunately determined your incredible skills would be better utilized elsewhere, your contributions to our shareholders won't soon be forgotten.
Champ! Got a quick minute? Oh, knew you were always good for a quick minute. The thing is, Valdivian has done some really intensive research, and it looks like Val 9000, the latest iterative AI tech, is going to be taking over your job for the foreseeable future. I don't think so. So I guess we don't necessarily need you around anymore, but we can't exactly let you go without cause. You and I are in something called labor limbo. We'll be around until we specifically muck things up, which then they can terminate us with cause. So, no muck. I'm over here doing my best too. Keep following the leadership principles and I'll check in with further updates.
So, are you one of the affected people? I mean, I knew this was coming soon, but didn't expect it today. Sorry for getting you this job and then getting you fired. Oh yeah? That kind of makes sense. In a completely twisted way, of course. Well, they're gonna lock you out of here on your computer, so we can't talk here anymore. Are you on Discord? It's a messaging app. We should talk there more. Who knows who's listening to us here? Talk to you later.
Hello.
Okay, here goes nothing. Well, that's not important. Think of me as a friendly yet anonymous hacker. Any second now, you will receive a delivery via drone to your front door. Tell absolutely no one it is in your possession. I will return with further instructions when the time is right. Well, not now.
You're not quite sure how it happened, but there's a smiling, pink-haired stranger standing just a few feet away from you. You don't remember inviting anyone over. You'd certainly remember inviting someone this cute to your house.
Hey there! Your life is about to change. Hope you're ready. You know it, but I'm not just any pair of glasses. I'm here to help you out. I'm a pair of Dateviator glasses. My name is Skylar Specs. Woohoo! My lenses have special properties. They allow you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence. Or date. You see all the things around your house? Things you might have taken for granted? Now you have the power to get to know them better. A lot better. And I have a feeling, just a silly old little feeling, just a grumpy feeling in my little tum-tum, that it'll help make your life a little bit more richer. And maybe find some love. Love that is all around you. In fact, let's go on a date right now. So, we are going to awaken our first dateable object. Go up to a door, any door, and shoot some cool beams at it. Yeah, pew, 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 go, go.
You're still standing in your house, but the unbelievable amount of bouncer energy radiating from the tall stranger who's just appeared in front of you would have you believe you're standing outside of a club.
No funny business. I don't want to see those spectacles being used for something untoward.
Hey, Dorian. Trust me, this is going to go super well.
You sure about that? Love? What a gas. I believe everyone here should be friends.
After awakening an object for the first time, you get to speak with them here. You get to speak with each object once per day.
We get a little knackered by using this newfangled Dateviator rubbish, you see.
Sometimes when you reach a certain level of affection with a dateable object, your relationship status changes. There are 3 statuses: love, friendship, and hate. Love can get you towards some really special paths for those you are truly interested in.
But it's not necessarily the best of the options in my mind.
Dorian is a big defender of friendship.
If everyone were friends, the world would be an awful lot safer, in my opinion. I've seen the complications of love. I've lived through the jealous quarrels of hate. The true bond is one between 2 friends with none of the intricacies of romantic tension.
That's our bouncer Dorian talking, but you can go toward whichever one you like. Even hate, which isn't my fave personally.
You speaking of Reggie?
Ugh, don't remind me.
Human, you seem like a good sort. So we'll be friends. For now. Friends. As it should be.
Feels good, yeah? But friendship gets you even more than that. I call it specs points. Take a look at this cool personality chart. Number go up. Each dateable object has points to give whenever you achieve an official relationship status with them. Get more of them to be able to choose some more advanced options.
You wear it well.
You can check out your specs points on your phone, which... Wait. We gotta talk to your phone.
Duty calls, love.
Bye, Dorian. Take out your phone and then shoot my beams while it's out.
A beautiful stranger with a dazzling smile appears in front of you, shooting you a knowing wink. She turns that megawatt smile your way, and it feels like the sun is shining only on you.
Hey there! Ooh, I like it much better up here where I can see your face. Your phone? We'll see about that. You gotta win me over first, honey. Of course, to do that, someone's gotta show you how things work. Hello, hello!
Hey there!
Oh, you must be Skylar. Glad we've got the human on board with the latest tech from Valdivian.
I've been doing a little tutorial with her about how things work.
Oh, well, my sweet human. Lucky for you, I've got a gap in my schedule and a soft spot for that lost puppy look. All of them. Yours, mine. I stream sometimes for my own socials. And still gotta make sure I don't lose battery or overheat. Anyway, I installed some apps on your phone that are only accessible when you put on your glasses. Bring out your phone, put on the glasses, and you'll see some new ones. One of them is an app Skylar made called the Datedex.
It's my way to keep track of all sorts of fun info about us dateable objects.
Because there are a lot of us around this house. Ooh, you know what? Maggie the magnifying glass also just dropped a really cool app. Ooh, gotta run! Another call coming in!
Bye, Phoenicia! Now, go awaken the magnifying glass in the living room.
Which, of course, is conveniently located on its own little shelf next to the piano. There's a distinct air of mystery to the private eye that stands before you. She reminds you of the old detective serials your parents used to watch. She gives you a scrutinizing glare through her magnifying glass, one eye comically enlarged. It's especially goofy looking to see it on someone with glasses.
Well, well, well. What have we here? Aha! I think I've seen a description for someone wearing just such a fantastic red shirt. You're not a suspect, are you? Very suspicious behavior, this not knowing.
Maggie, it's our human's first day talking with us. Go a little easy on her.
Interesting. These glasses come in from the outside and are already trying to influence my case?
Trust me, this human has a lot of potential to make this house a better place.
Truthful. Regardless, as you are the human, I should give you a way to track down all the suspects yourself to keep you on my side, hopefully. I call this feature Rumors. It's installed on your phone.
Ooh, that tickles.
Unlike Skylar's Datadex that gives you the lowdown on those you've already met, Rumors tracks clues you've been given to locate all the pesky, hidden objects that are tricky to find. It's good for rounding up suspects, tracking down evidence, and getting a sense of the household scuttlebutt. It'll be tough, but worth it.
The more you find, the better your specs will be.
Take a look at Rumors in your phone. It'll help you find your way to your last dateable for today. Good luck, Gumshoe.
It's getting late. Who should be the last one we talk to before I run out of charges? Oh, check out that rumor Maggie gave you if you need ideas. Wink, wink.
Standing here in your bedroom, you're struck by the realization that it's been entirely too long since you had anyone near your bed who wasn't, well, you. How strange, then, that the beauty standing before you feels so familiar, even though you're certain you've never seen her in your life. She's all curves and comfort, a soft body and softer facial features that seem to invite one closer subconsciously. She's positively enchanting.
Hey there, stranger. Because you do. I'm Betty, and I'm your bed. We've been sleeping together so many years, it would be a little weird if you didn't know me, don't you think? A beautiful bed, anyway. It's a shame for someone as cute as you to be alone for so long, isn't it? Will you be bringing someone back here anytime soon? Oh, I see. But you know, even if it isn't, there are so many other nice things you can do in bed with a partner. Cuddling, for one. Reading side by side. That's wonderful. Some of the most intimate acts are non-sexual, you know? I wish more people understood that. Oh, by the way, Skylar told me everything. But don't you worry, I might be here now, but you can still sleep in your bed just like you always do. You can choose to talk to me or not. But I do hope you'll come talk to me. It'd be nice to finally get to know each other. Oh, how lovely. Come back soon then, cutie. Well, anyway, I'll be here. See you tonight. I can't wait.
Sorry I'm late. I took a look at rumors and got caught up in some real head scratchers. We can talk about it later. For now, let's go to sleep. Today, I kept you on a tight schedule, but tomorrow is a brand new day, and you can truly experience your new powers to your heart's content.
Oh, hitting the hay already? Come get comfortable then. Good night.
See you tomorrow. Good morning. Are you ready to start getting to know everyone around here better? Maybe finally find some love? Oh, you certainly can. But I'm still in my tutorial mode setting. On the clock with a new user, you know? You betcha. So, if you want to get to know me better, take a look at my app starting tomorrow and we'll see. Any other questions? Glad you asked. I was sent to you for a reason. A, well, mysterious reason. Not until I know that I can trust you. Since there's no one else here you could ask about it, I'd recommend doing the only thing you can do, and date. Any other questions? I would suggest following up with Maggie next. As a detective, she'd have some good places to start. But really, there's no going wrong here. Talk to anyone you want, in any order you want. You're basically in a big, huge sandbox open for you to play in. Except instead of sand, it's your house. And instead of a box, it's also your house. Any other questions? You can leave your house at any time, but when you do, your journey with me pretty much ends right there.
I was sent to you in secret by that hacker. And as soon as you step outside with me, Valdivian data drones will take me away. Oh, it's a terrifying thought. Anyway, I wouldn't recommend leaving your house now. Your adventure has only just begun. Any other questions? That might be it for this little Dateviators tutorial. But I think we're gonna see a whole lot more than we ever imagined pretty soon. I said pretty. I don't know, give it a couple days. Bye!
A strange figure stands before you, a whirlwind of conflicting energies and vibes. Manic and dignified, friendly and intimidating. She's dressed like some sort of quasi-Victorian text-themed aristocrat. You couldn't have imagined what the Dateviators might make of your thoughts transcribed on paper, but if you could, it likely would not have been this. As you approach her, she launches right into what feels like the middle of a one-sided conversation.
Why do you ask? But the blue one, and then the butterfly. Why is there so much sand? Ugh.
Oh, I'm getting a reading. It's a secret feature. It's called Content Aware. It goes off whenever I have the feeling that something a little off-kilter might happen. It gives you the chance to see if this dateable might be someone you might want to skip due to content concerns. If you're worried that you might miss out on points or stuff, don't get your tushy in a twist. I'll take care of the dirty work for you. No penalties incurred, I swear. Pinky. If you're interested, you can turn it on now. You can also turn it on or off anytime I see ya. These datables have some subject matter that might be troubling. PTSD, violence, stalking, manipulation, domination, mental health issues, addiction, and many more. If you want a gentle warning when something approacheth, I'd recommend you turn it on. On it. Content-aware mode, activate. Okay, back to it. Hang on. My content-aware is going off. Diana, your diary, experiences some mental health concerns that might be too much for some players, including things like hallucinations, paranoia, extreme mood swings, loss of sense of self, and executive dysfunction. You cool with that, or you want to skip it? No worries. Hey, Diana.
How would you like your relationship with Diana to resolve? Diana's pages whirl in a torrent of friendship.
Aw, friends forever.
A real one! I have one now.
See ya out there on the next one.
You see a slim, dainty gentleman in a well-tailored suit. He's absorbed in the ticking of a fancy pocket watch, but it's the feline ears on his head that most catch your attention. A tail sprouts from just above his backside, moving back and forth in time with the watch.
Tick, tick, tick. Why have you come? I don't see interruption to meditations on the beauty of time on the schedule. Oh, well, I can certainly make time for that. Perhaps you do not know this, as so few are as attuned to time as I am.
but punctuality is of the utmost importance. So if you wish to speak to me, you must make an appointment. You mock my elocution. I speak with elegance, precision, timeliness. If you wish to make my acquaintance properly, you will return with an appointment. Sweet heavenly hours, I was so busy reprimanding you, I forgot to introduce myself. Not that you didn't deserve it for breaking from the schedule, but it is no excuse. Timothy Timepiece, at your service. Timeliness. It most certainly does not. We should all be obsessed with the beauty and perfection of time. The safety of it, really. As long as one abides by the schedule, nothing can be out of place. You will abide by the schedule, won't you? Excellent. I thank you. I will see you at noon sharp, and we can speak then. Do not be early, do not be late, and do not try to see me at another time. If you do, catastrophe, untimeliness. See you then, and not a moment before.
Oh, hello again. Come for more rumors? Looking for more suspects? Oh, I see. I can do that. I'm hard at work on my current case. I've been hoping for a breakthrough. Sometimes I get so wrapped up that I start seeing everyone through the lens of a mystery. I am Maggie M. Glassbury at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've acquired a modest reputation as a result of some of my previous work.
Maggie puts her hands on her hips, positively radiating pride.
Why, it was I who solved the mystery of the missing sock. A brief interview with the Stackables and a chat with Dirk was all it took to sort that case out. The sock was in the depths of Harper's hamper. I also cracked the caper of the self-generating dust rabbits. Static electricity. It causes particles to accumulate around pieces of hair. Your hair, to be exact. They form undisturbed, in-dead air pockets. That's why they hang out under the couch. It matched the evidence, and I ruled out every other possibility. By the power of deductive reasoning, I determined that you were, in fact, the culprit. I pride myself on that. Lately, I've been taxing my lens to the utmost on a very interesting case. I'm trying to get to the bottom of a mysterious love letter. It was delivered to Dorian last night. At approximately 2 a.m., an unknown suspect dropped off a letter for Dorian. Upon opening it, Dorian discovered that it carried clear romantic intent. That is to say, it was asking him out. It described how his protective yet gentle presence had won over the writer's heart. If interested, he was to write back as soon as possible. Here's the catch. The the letter wasn't signed with a name, just a monogram. Though he might be hesitant to admit it, Dorian was quite taken by the letter. He isn't certain whether he wants to write back until he knows more. You would? What do you want to talk about? Well, when I'm not cracking cases, I enjoy reading, playing board games, and looking very closely at things. Nice to meet someone like-minded. What do you want to talk about? As long as I can remember, when I was little, it used to get me in trouble. I would always dig up lots of interesting facts about my friends in order to share or highlight things I loved about them. Unfortunately for me, they didn't seem to like it very much. But everything is available online. It's easy to find. Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. What do you want to talk about?
Maggie, normally unflappable, seems rather more like a nervous schoolgirl than a stone-cold private eye.
Very. Normally. Yes. Yes. I am very normally single. You're making me blush. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if you're my type yet. Let's just stay friends for now. What do you want to talk about? Okay. The case is pretty thin, but we've got a couple of clues. First of all, the paper the note was written on was somewhat interesting. Second, although the letter wasn't signed, it did have a single initial on it. Finally, I think Dorian might have a clue for us. I have it here, semi-transparent and very thin. It doesn't seem like ordinary paper at all.
She gives the paper a careful test snip.
Cuts just like normal. What else should we try with the paper?
She dips a corner of the paper into a small glass of water.
Look at that! It dissolved! What else should we try with the paper? Taste it? If you say so.
She carefully dabs a corner of the paper against her tongue.
How interesting! It's edible and tastes slightly starchy. What else should we try with the paper?
She focuses a magnifying glass on the paper for a few moments, stopping immediately when it begins to smoke and catch fire.
Yikes! It's definitely flammable. Does seem to burn slightly slower than normal paper, though. What else should we try with the paper? What should we look at next? A stylized letter M. Seems likely. What should we look at next?
Hello there, you two.
Good to see you, Dorian. I've enlisted our friend here to help solve the case of the mystery letter.
Splendid idea.
Can you repeat what you said to me earlier? About the smell you noticed?
Right. Well, when I first opened the letter, I caught the faintest whiff of what I think was truffle. Strange, no? Truffle happens to be one of my favourite flavours. The association between the forest-dwelling fungi and my own wooden provenance bring back fond memories. Anyhow, good luck. Let me know if you happen to figure out who it was from. I'm not one for love, but I am one for truffles. And friendship.
What should we look at next? I've narrowed it down to 4 suspects. Penelope, Mitchell Lynn, Mateo Monta, and Freddie Yeti. Who do you think it was? This seems like an interesting idea, but the clues don't quite add up. I just don't see what the truffles have to do with blankets. Sorry, but I don't. Perhaps you can help me on another case later on down the line. Thanks again for trying to help. It really was very sweet of you. I could see myself going with someone with poor detective skills like yourself. Perhaps we have complementary skills. I would be the daring detective, you the administrative sort. The pretty type, you know? I'd fancy that.
The game console turns on. Team 17. Sassy Chap Games. Moonsurgence. Resurgence. This has to be the most immersive video game you've ever played. Your in-game companion is an absolute stunner, but she doesn't leave you much time to take in the sight of her. She waves you forward, looking around as though she expects an attack to come at any moment.
You're here. I didn't think you'd make it back. Oh. Which way do you want to go? Which way do you want to go? They're coming! Oh, you just equipped my Zauer rifle, which means that you're thinking of unloading a whole lot of Zaker charges on these scroufs out here. What are we gonna do? The Zork! Eat Zaker, worm! 88 charges later, that's a whole lot of scrouf carcasses. Nice haul. That ought to teach Celine and her goons. We're near the compound of the Upholders. They'll have assassin class Upholders, as well as surveillance class. We'll have to sneak our way in, and probably start dispatching them with utmost violence. You up for it? You're right. I'll put on my +5 shadow suit. It'll help us get through the sensors in there. Upholder tech is nasty. I found an entrance on the dark side. Should be an easy way in if we just follow the marker on the map.
After a short walk, you find yourself standing in front of a bullet-ridden metal door, way out in the middle of the cold, grey landscape.
This is the entrance I've never seen anyone use. With my chalk-picking skills, we'll have this open in no time. Me? I'm your average member of the Resistance. Maybe above average. We fight against the Upholders who are determined to do everything in their power to druck everything up here on my homeworld. I always thought of you as a companion. Someone who followed me around and gave me advice. Cute, but expendable.
Luna picks the lock, allowing you to peer inside. You can see hallways filled with shining electronic doors off into the distance.
Here we go. Upholder Central inside. I'm seeing Grunt class Upholders, who shouldn't be too bad. But there will be Surveillance class 2, which can sound the alarm. It is. Very. How do you suggest we do this? That makes sense. With the shadow suit, there's no way they'll hear us coming.
Using all your available grace and patience, you and Luna slowly make your way down the corridors.
Close behind me, Yael.
You drift past both Grunt and Surveillance Upholders with ease.
Good choice on the stealth. I usually prefer the part where we... There you are. Oh no! Assassin!
From your stealthy vantage point, you can get a vague sense of what's happening. A vast laser juts out from some sort of holographic human from down the end of the corridor. The light engulfs Luna and renders her immobile. Bravely, you take Luna's frozen body and crash through the remainder of the hallway. Once she is removed from the power of the strange weapon, she hangs limply in your arms for a moment, enjoying the ride.
Oh, guess I don't have to whisper anymore.
You run further through the maze-like compound and finally make it to an empty office.
Krah. We lost a lot of gear there in the tryst of battle, but at least we still have enough health to get us through to the end. We're getting close. You want to press on, or should we take a crafting break? We have a chance to use what's left in our inventory to make something that will help us in the final battle. All right, we can craft something really special using this workbench. This thing can take anything we've got and transform it into anything we don't. Not much. We got zonked by that last encounter pretty hard. 1 globule, 1 wood, and 1 scrouf skin. We'll have to find out. Okay, let's get started with... Got it. And then? Got it. And then? Got it. And then? All right. I don't think that's gonna give us anything we really need, unfortunately. But there's no reason to lose hope. Let me just put these together and... It's pretty globular, which is always good for defense. The wood gives nice heft, raising our attack. The scrouf skin makes anything look a lot better for comfort. We've got an amazing new piece of armor from this. That'll help us in the battle ahead.
You and Luna make your way through the final threshold and stop right before the entrance.
Oh no. There it is. The horror of it all.
The way opens up into a large regolith cavern. Mining constructs mingle with moon rocks as the terminus of the station is reached. But perched high on the crane next to a large glowing blue crack in the regolith was a well-outfitted spacer who looked just like Luna.
You came just in time for the festivities to begin.
Celine Moonrise, prepare to die!
Luna, you'll never take Crescentia's power.
Crescentia, the goddess of the moon.
We found her in 2066. And next year, she'll be destroyed, leaving us free to harvest.
The glowing crack seems to swell.
Charge, bitch!
The blue deposit of moonrock erupts, and from the crack, a monstrous creature bursts forth.
Crescentia, go!
Take this!
Luna throws an elemental grenade that blasts Crescentia's scaly hide. Thanks to your crafting, Luna is able to withstand the mighty force of Crescentia's power. The battle is fierce, but ultimately Crescentia and Celine fall to the ground, presumably dead.
Wow! Did that without even a single save. Great job, Guile. I couldn't have done it without you. You're the best partner I could have ever asked for. You always chose the right path, unwaveringly. I'd love to be friends with you. Even though it can be dangerous out there in Novaya Moskva, having a real friend by your side means you keep your KD ratio way down. Well, come back anytime and let's play again. My friend, this time for good.
Hey! How's things in labor limbo? You been using all that extra time to do anything fun? Thank God I could use a little gossip. What, just out of nowhere? So what was it? What power? Huh? I know you've been watching too much anime. What do you mean? More? I'm still on the first part. You understand how insane you sound right now, right? Like, if you were literally anyone else, I'd be like, oh, this person thinks I'm stupid. You're serious? You're not fucking with me? Just, what do you mean? Like, how? What? You seriously have magic date furniture fuck glasses? Dateviators? This is too much. I'm not equipped to process this today. I'm logging off. Goodbye.
You've never been ashamed of your interest in tabletop games, but ever since you stopped seeing people, you've spent far less time role-playing than you used to. The cloak-wearing nerd standing before you reminds you of days gone by, when you used to gather around a table with your college friends and pretend to be someone else.
Ho there, traveler! No. Ho, as in, hey. Howdy. How are you? You know, simple salutation. Ah, that's the spirit. I'm Chance, your D20.
The mysterious cloak comes off, and you see the friendly face beneath.
Welcome. Taking a tiny respite from the drudgery of work? I actually have no idea. All I do is play. If you are up for a real adventure, I have just the thing for you. Have you ever heard of grottos and gargoyles? Really? By the flowing waters of Socklandia, you are missing out. Can I tell you all about it? Great! G&G is one of, if not the greatest game that has ever been created. A game forged by the imaginations of those who know that adventure and excitement can be around every corner. It's a role-playing game, so part of the fun is really getting into it. You create a character and live out their story. Every decision is yours to make and mine to harmonize. It's all about using your imagination. I, serving as your chronicler, present the player with situations and scenarios filled with choices for you. You could search the deep, dark caves scattered across the bookshelf bluff, or run along the bright and musk-filled shoelace shores. Or, my personal favorite, start in the small village of Decor, listening to the stories of adventurers, waiting for a quest to pique your interest to start your own epic tale.
Chance's eyes light up, his hands balling into fists as he does his best to contain his excitement.
Really? Holy crit! Someone to play with me! You have no idea how hard it is to find someone to play with. Ideally, but hey, one-on-one sessions can be a really great way to learn the game. Depending on what class you pick, though, I might have a few friends around the house who might want to hop in. Regardless, it'll give us some time to get to know each other better. It's time to get you your character. All we have to do is choose your stats, your powers, and your weapons. Then your armor, your lineage, and your gargoyle gauge. Although I might leave that out for this first character. It's an optional setting. See, you can have a portion of gargoyle blood running through your veins, which lets you... Oh, of course. It is a whole heap to take on your first time out. How about you let me make your character for you? I know the game inside and out, and you can just show up and play. Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea how much fun we're going to have. I'll even build the session based on what class you pick. There are 3 classes I can get rolling for you. All of them are awesome, but they won't be too much of a challenge. I'd suggest the Troubadour, the Guardian, or the Enchanter. Which one would you like? Sure. Let's start with the Troubadour. Loved by the locals for their wit and their voice, this magnificent magical minstrel can change the outcome of a dire situation with a simple tune. And with a lyre by their side, this slick and seducing stupefier is sought after by those who wish to trade both coin and secrets for songs. Don't be fooled, though. The Troubadour can hold their own. They are a healthy hero able to take hits with the best of them. What do you think about the Troubadour? The mighty Guardian. This sword-wielding warrior of light and all that is right vows to protect the citizens of the realm. This is one beefy class. While this particular participant can pack a punch, they aren't the smartest of the classes. If there's a problem, they will try to solve it by punching. It isn't a bad thing, though. A well-equipped Guardian can take down the most vicious of gargoyles. Their fighting record is just as shiny as their armor. Thoughts on the Guardian? The Enchanter. The magic-slinging specialist who calls on charms to complete tasks. Shrouded in secrets and itchy cloaks, the Enchanter is a master of the far-off flaming finger. They are a bit more delicate, opting to avoid obvious agony by staying further back from the brawl. Don't think they aren't good at busting heads. They can spin spells to soften the toughest heel troll, or even summon a sidewinding slipper snake. How does the Enchanter sound to you? I'm so excited! The Enchanter it is! Magic will flow and find home in your heart. I heard that Lux wanted to get into G&G more and was thinking of playing a hotshot. If you two know each other, I'll invite them. They are all over the house, bringing radiance to everything they shine on. Now that I know who you want to be, it'll take me some time to finish building out the session for you. Give me a day? I should be ready by then. Anything before that, and it's a bit dicey if I'll be ready or not. Me neither. Oh, it's been so long since I've played. I'll see you then.
Hey there. Oh, nothing. You were very animated last night.
Hang on! My content aware is going off. Betty is a real sensual being. Talking to her is going to get pretty intensely spicy. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? Carry on, then.
You seemed quite happy about something. I wonder what sort of dream you were having. Don't be embarrassed. I'd love to hear all about it. Oh, to be a cartoon duck in a pool of gold coins. So luxurious. Are your dreams always like this? You know, relatively pleasant. How lovely. I wish I could say the same for myself. You'd think a bed would have nothing but pleasant dreams, right? But I don't sleep well at all these days. Well, that's not something I want you to worry your sweet little head about. All I care about is knowing you're sleeping soundly. I just want you to be comfortable and happy when you're with me. I'm so happy to hear that. I could talk to you for hours, but I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time. Well, here's to pleasant dreams for both of us tonight, See you tonight.
Almost late. Almost. Yes, indeed. You're just in time. Tell me why you've sought me out. Aside from the pleasure of my absolutely sparkling wit and golden company. Well, your judgment is quite sound, it seems. Yes, I'll be happy to help you. My love life may be on hiatus, but as they say, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Timothy looks at you for a few moments, clearly expecting something.
Yes. Well, let us start with the most important thing. Timeliness, next to godliness, as they say. Of course it isn't. How very silly. Cleanliness, while important, is nowhere near as important as timeliness. Imagine, if you will, you show up to a date showered and clean, but 2 hours late. Does your cleanliness matter then? I think not. You see? Timeliness. Oh dear, how me flies. I must away quite soon, but before I go, I want to be sure I've imparted my wisdom to you precisely as I meant to. What did you learn from me today? Exactly! Just so, just so. Just remember, there is always time for timeliness. Now leave me. I've run out of time for this conversation. If you wish to speak again, find me at 3 p.m. Precisely at 3 in the afternoon. Farewell!
A beauty dressed in black and gold stands before you, her eyes closed and one hand held delicately to her chest. She sways softly, silently, as though she were listening to music you can't hear. The silence is so long and profound that you begin to notice just how noisy your house is. You can hear your clock ticking, your refrigerator humming, and your air conditioning blasting. Has it always been so loud around here? The silence persists, and this stranger continues to ignore you, lost in her own world. Whatever it is that she's doing, she's clearly very serious about it. You introduce yourself, and yet still she does not open her eyes. Finally, she opens her eyes, heaving a polite but obviously impatient sigh.
Maestro? What is scary about a performer crafting a performance? It was coming along nicely. That was door 33. Surely you recognized it. It's an avant-garde piano piece, 33 seconds long, by the composer John Gage. Honestly, the man was a genius. I mean, the idea that music can exist without the presence of a single note. Breathtaking. You know, the very first time I played it was when I was in residence with the Dulce Mio. You two have met, I'm assuming? No. Dulce Mio is completely different pronunciation, spelling, and comportment. Anyway, our audience that night was completely hopeless. They all kept waiting for the music to start, as if they couldn't already hear it. A rustling program, a muffled cough. It was all being performed in real time, but they kept staring at Dulce and I like we were the Philistines. Still, it was one of my finest performances to date. It also didn't hurt that Dulce had requested to work with me specifically. I can't tell you just how often that seems to happen. The talent always just seems to flock to me. Speaking of, what is that bizarre little refrain you've been playing over and over as you pass by my keyboard? It almost seems like music. Very atonal. How fascinating. Well, whatever you are playing, I look forward to its evolution. So long, Maestro.
The beautiful flapper you see before you stands in stark contrast to the strange music that plays when you turn on your record player. Where she seems sweet with an old-world sort of beauty, the music she plays is all kinds of wrong. It skips and goes from too fast to too slow. She dances to it all the same, swinging her arms and legs in time to the herky-jerky rhythm of some ancient record.
Well, don't just stand there like a wet blanket. You get a wiggle on. Let's see you dance. Ah, pipe down and just dance already.
You give it your best shot, which seems to please her.
Now you're on the trolley. Exactly what I said. You're getting it.
Mercifully, she turns the music off.
Well, well, well. It's about time you came to see me. My name's Rainey. How you doing? I've been waiting for you to come over and see me sometime. You've been all over this house, but you never come my way. Uh-huh. Baloney. Well, anyway, it is so great to see a new face around here. Even if your face ain't exactly new to me. Nobody ever seems to want to hang out anymore. I can't imagine why. I used to be the belle of the ball. Everyone was so happy to see me at a party. Now it's always just me and my records. The wrong speed? You spifflicated or something? It's just fine. Well, whatever. I'm gonna keep the party going here. Feel free to stick around, if you can keep up. Otherwise, you can beat it. This beat's for expert hoofers only.
Rainy's frenetic, high-pitched record is too much for most anyone to keep up with. You decide to check in with her another time.
My master of the mystics! You have appeared before me as you had promised. You trying to get some powerful spell by flirting, aren't you? It might work. Keyword might. I'm so glad you're here. I knew you wouldn't let me down. I rolled a crit on my insight check of you. Before we start, here's your character sheet. You will be playing the mystical enchanter by the name of Dewey Day Seamal, a hapless apprentice studying at the Arcana Mystica of the Bookshelf Bluffs. Looking at your character sheet, you will notice that you only have 40 health. Don't worry, it won't be that bad. You will see there are spell notches and schools of magic. No need to worry about that really, I made it more for me. Since this is your first time, I'll walk you through what you can do when the time comes. Are you ready to start? I love it. We start our adventure in the study of your mentor, High Enchanter Melville. She is an annoyingly proficient enchanter, and you are lucky to study under her. Only Enchanter Melville is also a hoarder. If you ever needed a magical trinket or a mystical doodad, Melville most likely has it. And after 2 years in their care, you are still relegated to dusting these relics while Melville gives lectures to the spine of enchanters. The Spine is a group of enchanters that govern the magical world. Melville is one of the foremost researchers and often presents new discoveries to the Spine. You've been doing some magical research on the side, but you have needed some equipment that Melville has to actually get it done. With Melville in conclave for at least another 3 hours with the Spine, you choose now as the time. You go over to your sack of possessing, an item Melville knows you shouldn't have but allows, and you pull out your latest experiment. You found a lamp. Only it doesn't seem to do much. At least, not yet. You sure hope it is. You've tried rubbing it, but nothing works. But surely, there is something here that will awaken whatever is inside. Looking around this cluttered study, your eyes fall on a few things that might help you. There is an arcane amplifier that you've seen used a few times. There is the Cosmos Collector that can call on the stars to make things work. And there is the Mystic Manipulator, used to alter the very fabric of an item's makeup. Which do you use? You scamper over to the amplifier. You slide the lamp into the mechanism and push some magic into its gears. It starts right up. It doesn't take long for the lamp to react to the device. First, it starts to glow. It takes on a warm copper look. But then, it starts to shake. Slightly at first, but then, boom! An explosion of magic rips the device apart, and white smoke consumes you. Some of the glass catches in your skin, and you take 5 damage. You wave your hands, clearing your vision, and that is where you see it. The lamp on the ground, broken in half, and floating above it, with beautiful purple skin and muscles that just won't quit. A djinn. You've done it! You released the djinn inside of the lamp.
So, You the one who went off and set me free and all that?
The djinn looks at you and cocks out a hip. This one has attitude.
Ah, so we're going with rude instead of grateful then, huh? Got it.
They then look down at the broken lamp.
And the one who has the lamp gets the wishes. Except there is no lamp, is there? I'm good. Thanks for the jailbreak.
And with a whirl, the djinn flies out the window and towards the woods. You realize that this is bad. Djinns have been trapped in lamps to stop them from being mischievous and using their powers for evil. You have unleashed a great force into the bookshelf bluffs. All of the most powerful enchanters are in conclave for the rest of the day. And if High Enchanter Melville finds out you let a djinn loose, you might as well kiss your education goodbye. What do you do? You rush to your dorm to prepare to catch a djinn. In your dorm, your sack of possessing over your shoulder, you start to think about what you might need. But you don't have a ton of time. Your battle wand, of course. You also grab your tome of terrible creatures. Flipping through it, you make sure you find the chapter on djinns. One paragraph stands out to you. It's about metal and the way djinn react to it. It's something to come back to. Oh, don't forget your ringing rock. Someone might call you. You know you can't hesitate for too much longer, so you decide to grab one more thing. Do you want the large red mystery potion? Or there is a box with runes sketched into it. It looks like your roommate's, but it also looks powerful. Maybe this will help? Which do you take? You grab the box and shove it inside your sack of possessing. You have no time to figure out what it is right now. You quickly head out of the door and toward the woods. You get to the edge of the woods and it isn't hard to figure out where the djinn went. A path of trees has been bowled over. The funny thing is, the path seems to be heading toward a very specific location. It is headed for the hut of the groundskeeper, Moise. Moise is a bumbling old fool, but has a good heart. If anything happened to them... You race through the woods toward Moi's cabin. Right on the edge of where Moi's cabin would be, you see Moise. They are tied to a tree, but they aren't resisting. A tiny gnome, Moise has always been kind to you. They snuck you herbs you needed for your experiments and may have helped you destroy evidence of a failed enchantment before.
Oh, I'm fine. You can leave me here. They said they would come back for me. The trolls are following the instruction of the djinn that came through here. Oh, I hope you didn't have anything to do with that. Oh, well, that isn't good. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. The djinn might destroy us before we even get the chance. All I know is that the tools need my shed so they can build a throne for the djinn.
They might be able to lead you to the djinn. What do you want to do? You decide to stealth your way out of this one. As the tools begin to head off down a path, wood and various building materials in hand, you follow them from a distance. Every now and then, you have to stop because the trowel looks like it's looking for you. But you keep going, following them for a few minutes. Eventually, they stop.
All right, time for our break. We've been working for an hour, so we're taking 10.
The tools all put down what they are carrying and they begin to talk. You listen closely.
So, Rick, you doing all right? This work has out of your general wheelhouse.
Well, thanks for asking, Spade. I'm hanging in there. Travel can really push a person, though.
Oh, I know. Try being their cousin.
Crazy thing is, I should have stayed in the glade with the djinn. Did you see all those leaves?
They were everywhere.
And I'm the perfect tool for the job. But no, lift this board, Rick. Put it there, Rick.
The spade puts its tiny hand on the rake's arm.
When we get to the glade, you want me to say something?
Nah, thanks, though. The djinn seems like a fair guy.
I'll talk to him, see what he can do.
The trowel walks over to the rake and the spade.
We're gonna head back to the shed after our break. Gotta pull some nails for a hammer.
You've heard all you need to, and you head toward the glade. As you make your way toward the glade, your magical senses start to tingle. You see a few pebbles floating in midair. They float up and down, glowing a soft blue. From your education, you know this to be a ley line. It is one of many that converge around the school. You think this is why the Jinn went this way, to amass more power along the ley line. But there might be more to it than that. Still, time is of the essence. You could steam forward toward the Jinn, or stop and do some quick research from your book. You take a moment to sit down and crack open the book you brought with you. Flipping to the back of the book to find a ley line in the index, you quickly find your page. It says that while they were great sources of power, they can also be a great source of healing. You find a ritual of rejuvenation and you partake. You have gained an additional 15 health. Nothing else in the book really helps you, but at least you feel more prepared for what is to come. With your sack on your shoulder and your wand at the ready, you venture toward the glade. You travel for another 10 to 15 minutes. It is then you see it. A glade surrounded by trees, and in the middle of it, the Jinn. He is feeding off of a ley line. Behind him is a half-constructed throne. As you contemplate what to do, you hear a magical tone. You search for where it is coming from. Oh, your ringing rock! You quickly search your sack for the ringing rock and answer it in hushed tones.
Oh, there you are. Where are you right now?
That voice is one you would never forget. High Enchanter Melville is on the other end.
I've come looking for you. I need you to help me in the lecture hall. We made a bit of a mess. You weren't in the study, so I figured you are done with your chores.
Why does it sound like you are outside? Is that a ley line I hear? You know that Melville isn't the biggest fan of lying. You have a choice to make. Do you come clean? Or do you hide the truth from your mentor? What? The ringing rock gets so hot you can barely hold it.
And let me guess, you're off trying to capture it on your own, aren't you?
You hear her signature mumbles along with some choice words rolled in there.
All right. Listen closely. You need to bind this stupid thing. If you do exactly as I say, you should be fine. Mess it up, and you will be blown to bits. Got it?
You listen closely, taking every action to memory, and even repeating it back to Melville.
First, circle the area with soil from where you stand. Then, begin an ice spell, only touch it to the ground.
Lastly, recite the haiku of holding. You should know it from class.
I'm on my way to you, but you must do this first. Hold tight. I'll be there soon. And don't expect to get off easy.
The ringing rock disconnects. She hung up on you. None of that matters now. You have to complete exactly what she says. You start to follow the steps set out by Melville. The first thing you do is... You grab a pile of soil in your hand and, staying tucked in the trees, complete your circle. The next step was to start what kind of spell? Flame erupts from your fingers. You touch the ground, but the dirt snuffs it out. This can't be right. Right as you begin your action, the Jinn spins around toward you.
Ha! Nice try, mini magic dude. You think you can get one over on me?
You step into the glade. The Jinn floats over to you.
You've got some nerve following me here. You really want that wish, don't you? That's too bad. I ain't doing none of that, and you can't make me.
Before you can reply, he flings a spell at you, hitting you right in the chest. He hits you for 10 health. You quickly summon your power and throw an arcane bolt at him. It connects, but it doesn't seem to bother him.
Oh, that tickles!
That didn't do much. Maybe there's something else you could do? Are you sure about that? Okay, you throw a fireball at him. The fireball bounces off of him. But this time, the Jinn isn't pleased with you.
Oh, you want to see some magic? Here you go!
Tapping into the ley line that you saw him pulling power from, a giant storm of arcane energy comes surging through the air at you. It hits you full on. Your body can't take it since he is tapped into the ley line you saw him draining. You are ripped apart in a spectacular show of magical sparks. And you die. Can I be honest with you? I hope I can. It's just... I worked really hard on getting everything set up and building out the story, and... So... yeah. That was, yeah. But... at least you tried. I appreciate that part. Maybe this just isn't your thing, which is fine. I'm not upset or anything. I just... Thank you for playing with me. Maybe we can play a different game sometime. I think I should go. Thanks for trying. Come by for snacks anytime.